No one talks about how hard it is to outgrow someone, and that's going to be the topic for today's video. It's not always about a big fight or betrayal. Sometimes it's just silence, distance, and change. We don't talk enough about what it feels like to slowly grow apart from someone who used to mean the world to us. It's not just romantic relationships either, it's friends, best mates, and people you were close to for years. The first point I want to discuss is how outgrowing isn't always obvious until it hurts. There's no final straw, it just slowly fades, gradually, and in its silence. It creeps up on you, and suddenly one day you realize you haven't spoken in weeks, and it doesn't feel wrong anymore, and the fact that you didn't notice shows the subtle fade away. That subtle shift is way harder to process than a dramatic ending. Dramatic endings mostly give us closure or good reasons for not talking again, but when it's due to life and just different paths, it hurts the most. It's not just romantic is another point I want to talk about, because drifting apart hits especially hard with childhood friends and longtime best mates. You feel guilty for changing, like you're abandoning who you used to be. For example, I didn't go uni with all my mates from school. I feel like I'm the one who switched up and broke the friendship. Yeah, sure, we still talk from time to time and see each other once in a blue moon, but it's not the same as before. I think it shows that people evolve, goals change, mindsets shift, just like mine did. I wanted to start working and they wanted to study more. We can't help that we're on different paths, we just got to accept it. Not everyone's meant to stay in your next chapter. Next thing I want to talk about is how the slow drift feels like grief. You grieve what you used to be, the inside jokes, the old routines, the comfort of knowing each other. I find I get this a lot. I miss our Minecraft world that we sunk hours into in lockdown. We had a fishing dock where we'd stay up until 4 AM fishing for enchanted books and rare items, talking about life, girls, football. These are times I know I'll never get back ever again. But I feel stupid for missing and grieving this because you're not really allowed to grieve because nothing actually happened. That makes it harder to explain to others and even to yourself. It makes it really hard to accept too. Sometimes allowing yourself to feel this grief lets your mind move on from it. Next thing I want to talk about is how you can still love these people and appreciate them from a distance. Just because you outgrew someone doesn't mean that it wasn't real. It doesn't mean that I didn't have those late night chats at 3 AM with my mates on Xbox. It doesn't mean that I didn't still get drunk with them for the first time. And it doesn't mean that I didn't share all those funny moments with them in school. These people mattered and they helped shape me and they're part of my story. But growth often means moving in different directions, and that's okay. We've got to start accepting that or we'll drown. Next thing I want to talk about is sometimes staying would mean shrinking. And let me expand on that. Holding on can feel like loyalty, but sometimes it's just fear of change. I was the kind of person who hated change. I love my routines. I've actually made a video discussing this, so if you're interested, check it out at the end of this video. I'll leave a link on screen now. You shouldn't have to dull your shine to match someone else's comfort zone too. When it's you growing and them staying in the same place, you've got to do at the end of the day what's best for your life. And if it's best to go your own way, as much as that hurts, you definitely should. You're allowed to want more, even if it means growing beyond the people who you started with. It's not a bad thing. As I spoke about at the start, you don't often get the "we need to talk" moment. No big scene, just a quiet ending. A slow burn that you didn't recognize until it's already too late. And that slow burn can leave you second guessing everything, wondering if you should have reached out. But some friendships expire quietly, and that's just part of life and part of growing up. It's no one's fault at the end of the day. It's just how it happens. I think it's important to let go of these with grace though. It doesn't need resentment, it just needs honesty. There's not always someone in the wrong or being the bad guy. Sometimes you're just on different journeys and that's okay. You can wish someone well genuinely while choosing to walk your own path. That's maturity and that's peace. I think outgrowing someone doesn't mean you're cold or heartless. It just means you're growing. And not everyone can grow beside you. And that's one of the hardest, realest parts of life no one warns you about. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy that one. If you guys feel like you've outgrown your friends or they've outgrown you and you've gone on separate paths, then talk about it down below in the comments because I've been through it. I know exactly how it feels. So it'd be great to be able to talk to you guys about that. And if you did enjoy, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more of my videos. With that being said, guys, it's been Jxey. Stay awesome.